WA XL Cup Racing proudly presented by Retrovision, Liqui Moly, Voltec Mechanical, Racetech, Nexter, and Revolution Race Gear.
Next out on the circuit will be a big field of Hyundai XL Cup runners, and what an excellent race we saw earlier today between Carlos Ambrosio, the current state champion, and Zane Rhodes. And I believe our onboard camera will be with Zane Rhodes in car number 73, so we'll get a bird's eye view of what carco.com.au raceway looks like, and starting right on the front row. This is going to be a great battle again between car number 1 of Ambrosio and 73 of Rhodes. Going to take a very short break. We'll pick these guys up at the commencement of race number 2 for XL Cup.
WA XL Cup Racing proudly presented by Retrovision, Liqui Moly, Voltec Mechanical, Racetech, Nexter, and Revolution Race Gear.
So for all of our live stream viewers, that is the view from our onboard camera. Car number 73 of Zane Rhodes starting on the front row on the driver's left of Carlos Ambrosio, who will start in P1. On the second row will be Stuart McGregor and Noah Byrne in car number 11. We have Jackson Kello and Cooper in car number 55. Next row will be John Schultz and Nathan Seaton, car number 25 of D'Souza. And alongside him will be Clamp in car number 13. Fisher, who we had an interview with Jamie and Demelza earlier on this morning, will be in car number 12 from Burns in car number 3. Ruanu Stump is out there in car number 50 with Craig Charnley in car number 5. Cove in car number 36. Craig Ferreira, Wesley Lahair in 27. Hewitt in car number 40. Renan Sanchez in 29. Stuart McGregor in 8, and then the Cove family 117 and 171, and then Moore and Will Panizza, car number 9. A big field of XL Cup runners. We go back on board with Zane Rhodes, and we see the process that all of our drivers and all of our categories go through. Hard on the brakes and turning the wheel from left to right to try and get some friction happening across the top of the surface, which then puts heat into the carcass of the tyre. That heat then radiates into the discs and heats up the brakes. And also, while this is happening, the tyre pressures are now starting to rise as well. Once we start racing, that pressure will rise and should stabilise. And that's the big secret in one-make racing, similar to Hyundai Cup, is that tyre pressures are so important. If you have the tyre pressures low, the car will get quicker and quicker through the duration of the race. If you start the race with too higher tyre pressures, it will fade towards the back end of the race. So it's a bit of a balancing act, and it depends on where you're starting on the grid. And also, if it's raining, we want to go up a few pounds to actually oval the tyre, so that helps to push the water off the surface. These guys don't run a slick tyre at all. They run pretty much the AO50s, and or actually they've run to a Dunlop tyre now. It's changed in the last year or so. So everybody running the same tyres, the same brakes, the same suspension, limited modifications to the motors, and it certainly provides for some outstanding motorsport. You're about to see the XL Cup with a huge field. They're still coming down around turn number 7. Over 24 cars out there for round 2 of the West Australian Sporting Car Club state title. Hope you're enjoying your day out there. Don't forget to slip, slop, slap. That sun does have some bite in it still. Great to see so many spectators here at CARCO Raceway down there in turn 1 and 7, and also up there on the hill through the S's and around through turn 4 and 5. The green flag being shown. Now in starters orders, we wait for the red lights to go on race number 2 for the XL Cup, brought to you by Retrovision. Red lights are on, off, and away we go, and it's a great start from Carlos Ambrosio. Good start too from Noah Byrne on the second row, but Steve McGregor just has enough to stay into third place at the moment. Zane Rhodes puts himself up into second place as we go on board with Zane Rhodes. Car number 73. Already 3 or 4 car lengths behind Carlos Ambrosio. Carlos had a ripper of a start. Very little wheel spin, and able to get that car off the line and down into turn 1. And as we can see, it's 3 or 4 car lengths as they head up and over the top of the hill. But this is our blind right-hander at the top of the hill as we go on board with Zane Rhodes. Full screen, and you can see how hard he's working to keep that car in a straight line across the top of the hill. It's a blind corner. You don't know what's waiting for you over the top of the hill. Great under brakes. He's able to decrease the gap between himself and Carlos as Carlos runs right out onto the concrete ripple strip on the exit of turn 6. Now he tries to put the car into the slipstream of Carlos. So Carlos breaking a hole in the atmosphere, and Zane Rhodes taking advantage of that. Look at him slide up right to the rear of Carlos Ambrosio under brakes. So Carlos runs it very wide on the exit of turn number 7. Somebody else has run this side of the ripple strip as well. I think that's Nathan Seaton in 95 it was. So that'll be a curb strike or exceeding track limits. Unfortunately, that'll be 1 against him, as we've got some side-by-side action happening over there. 3 wide on the exit of turn number 1. Some great racing already. Nathan Seaton right up and 2 wheels into the dirt as he comes out of turn number 1. And there's a spin and contact over there in the S's. Can't really pick up who it was. I think it may be car number 34 or 36. Both drivers able to get going again, which is good, so that won't be a yellow flag in a safety car. But that has pretty much paid toll to their race 2 results. And now Zane Rhodes really closing in on the back of Carlos Ambrosio, right into the boot lid, just about NASCAR style, bump drafting up and over the top of the hill. Now Rhodes pulls out. We go on board again for a great view of this overtaking pass down into turn number 7. Rhodes onto the inside, Ambrosio onto the outside. Now swaps back to the inside, looking for the over and under, and it looks like it's going to pay off for Carlos Ambrosio as well. Position the car for the priority entry into turn number 1 and retakes the pole position here from Zane Rhodes, who's already fighting back. But look at the gap back to third place. McGregor can't do anything about this as well. Noah Byrne back there in 4th. Then we have Nathan Seaton, who's really coming forward in this one, currently finds himself in P5. We have Cooper in 6, Wagner de Souza in 7. Jackson Kello's gone backwards into 8th. John Schultz in 9, and Ruanu Stump rounds out our top 10 as we go back on board with these drivers over the top of the hill. A great battle down there into turn number 6 as Stuart McGregor just can't do anything about this. Car number 2, these guys have really bolted. They're out to 100 metres over 3rd and 4th place. Noah Byrne, he's dropping off the back of McGregor, but as I say that, gets a great run out of turn number 6, and McGregor may be in trouble here because there's a big gaggle of cars lining up behind McGregor. Back out to the front, it's Ambrosio only just over Zane Rhodes. This is a great battle. This is exactly what we saw in race number 1. These two are the king of the kids so far this weekend, and they're putting on a great fight. On the exit out of turn number 1 now, it's still Ambrosio by half a car length over car number 73 of Zane Rhodes. We go back 150 metres or so to McGregor and Byrne, Seaton, Cooper, de Souza, Kello, Schultz and Burns rounds out our top 10. Pretty much single file racing further back from about the top 4 cars. Everybody else feeling nice and comfortable in the position that they're in at the moment. There doesn't look like anybody under any stress for a pass. We pick up on car number 50 of Ruanu Stumpf. Just going across the top of the turn 5 with Tristan Moore, car number 16 right behind him. And as I say that, the pass is on and Moore gets it done on the entry into turn number 6. So it's Ambrosio, Rhodes, McGregor, Byrne and Seaton from Cooper, D'Souza, Callow, Schultz and Burns. There's a pass on here for Wagner D'Souza up the inside and gets it done on the exit of turn number 7. A good drive from car number 25 for Lias Racing. Of course, the XL Cup brought to you by first-year sponsors, and that is Retrovision. So we go back on board, and Rhodes has now taken the lead from Carlos Ambrosio. You see him go back down a gear, trying to get that left front wheel right up against that curb. These are front-wheel drive, so they have a tendency to what we call push, and they don't turn, they go in a straight line. But he's doing a great job at the moment. We'll see where Ambrosio is. Does he come up the right-hand side here and put on a pass? He's gone very wide on the entry, has Zane Rhodes. Looking good at the moment. Can't see any sign of Ambrosio in the mirror at all. So they must be running pretty much side by side. Or Ambrosio is right in the boot lid. Zane goes defensive over the top of the hill, and there's the car of Ambrosio down the outside. Who has the bigger brakes going into turn number 7? And it looks like it's going to be Rhodes. Only just, because Ambrosio's now swapped to the inside and trying to get down the inside into turn number 1. Great battle happening up the front of the field, and also further back in the field as well. We've got one car off. That's car number 55, and that'll be Paul Cooper. He's run extremely wide, and I think he may have been involved in that incident earlier on lap number 1. Car number 80 and 99. Great battle as well, and that's Callow and John Schultz heading up through the S's and through the bus stop area of CARCO Raceway. Callow not able to do anything about Schultz here at the moment. Go across the line. So it's Schultz trying to have a crack at Jackson Callow. Not going to be able to do it from back there. He'll have to bide his time. There's still 2 or 3 car lengths between these two. Callow's taken the wider line on turn number 6, trying to keep the momentum up. And John Schultz right into the boot lid now, getting a good tow. And this will be on here as they come up and over the top of the hill and down the side. 50 of Stumpf goes across the line, and there's the move from Jackson Callow, and we've got a one off down there in turn number 7. There's 3 cars down there waiting for the smoke to clear. It's Ruano Stumpf in car number 50. Car number 99 of John Schultz is involved down there as well, and the other car, can't see who that was. It may have been car 16. But very close racing, and inevitably it's come to a red flag situation. We have 3 minutes and 50 remaining, and it'll probably take more than 3 minutes to get both of these cars out of turn 7. So not the way we'd like to end a great race. And unfortunately for Zane Rhodes and Ambrosio, it looks like it's going to go the way of Ambrosio. Just wondering whether that car has actually rolled over down there. It's the white car that we can see. Looks like extensive damage done to it, and the ambulance is leaving pit lane at the moment. So there's a fairly good chance that that car has gone on its lid. So red flag, all of our cars will head back into the dummy grid area down here in pit lane. So we'll take a short break here at carco.com.au Raceway while our response team gets down to turn number 7. Already our recovery guys and tow trucks are down there, so it shouldn't take too long, and we'll get back racing again here at CARCO Raceway. Hope you can stick around and enjoy your Saturday afternoon in the sun with us here at carco.com.au Raceway.
Welcome back to pit lane. That is correct. I do have Wesley with us. Wesley, how have you gone today? How do you feel?
Could be better. We haven't had a chance to work in the car and spend some time on it, but we're just here to have fun, make up numbers, go and play with the guys at the back and have an awesome tussle with a few of them. So that's all that matters. Yeah.
XLs is a pretty, it's a pretty competitive category, isn't it, Wesley? So really, when you're out there, you're right amongst it. Do you feel the pressure with the other drivers around you?
Now, there's quite a few drivers out there that are good drivers. They're awesome to race against. Doesn't matter whether you're front of the field, back of the field. There's battles going on, and just have the biggest grin at the end of the day. You know, it's like,
How do you feel about your racing today? Are you really happy with the result that you've got? You sort of like, is the car keeping up with your expectations?
no.
Not at all.
Not at all. Look, she needs a bit of love. I've been driving this one for 3 years, and I think it's time to spend a bit of money on it. But other priorities first.
But the thing about Excels, it's all about the driving, not the car. But in this case here, you're really going to make complaints about the car. It needs to go to the next level, basically.
Pretty much. I've given the car to others, and they can't get much out of it as well. And they've all said to me that, yep, need to spend a bit of time and a bit of money on it. So my driving's okay, can be better, but I need a better car now.
And then in terms of support, do you have much of a crew here today?
No, it's just Craig and I. So we're from Bunbury. We both own Motec Mechanical. Like I said, business comes first. Craig's car was dragged out the back of the yard probably, I think, yesterday morning. Like, drag it out, give it a wash on the trailer. Let's go play. So, normally we've got family, but today it's just the two of us out here playing. So, yeah.
Having a bit of fun.
I wish you a lot of luck in the next race, and I really hope you fulfil a bit more of an expectation of today's racing that you expected before you got here and had issues with your car.
Oh, it'll be better than first round. So first round I got COVID on Saturday morning, so I didn't race at all. So yeah, being out there's just been fun. That's it.
Good luck, Wesley.
Fantastic.
All the best for today.
Thanks very much, guys.
That's it from us from Pit Lane. It's back to you guys.
WA XL Cup Racing proudly presented by Retrovision, Liqui Moly, Motec Mechanical, Racetech, Nexter, and Revolution Race Gear.